designer, Sophia, she named this piece The Games They Play.
Sometimes you gotta pop out and show niggas. Yeah, girl!
Curiosity, killing that cat. Damn, Taz, how you do it like that? Curiosity, killing that cat. Damn, Taz, how you do it like that? Rolling the back.
I love touching and squeezing all over your body. Love when you strip, make it drip, baby, we can get naughty. Hopping on top, make it pop, she gon' ride my little shawty. Bad little freak, so my sheets, now my knees getting weak, cause she sucking me sloppy. I love touching and squeezing all over your body. Love when you strip,
So I'm here, I'm gonna show y'all around the red line, book a room, come through. You know what I'm saying? Black owned excellence right here. We got a little scissor in the living room, MTV Cribs. Okay, MTV Cribs. Welcome to my crib. Welcome to my crib at the red line. At the red line. You know what I'm saying? You come up here and you catch a vibe. It's nice in here. Look at that. Like, oh, come on. Big dripper light. Come on. You see me? Ah, bow. So right here. Let's see what else. Another bedroom in here. Okay, I like it. This is cute and close to the. Oh, the shower in here. Oh my gosh, MTV. This is. I really like this, yo. This shower is like that. I didn't even know we were gonna be doing a room tour on top of this. Like, I'm telling y'all, art, all of that. This is incredible. Okay, this is the kitchen, y'all. Did I show y'all? Okay, this is the bathroom. Somebody's in the bathroom. Okay, this is like. I like it's right by the beach. This is crazy. MTV Cribs. Yo, let me tell y'all, thank y'all for coming, MTV Cribs. This is you know what I'm saying? They want to know what's in my fridge. Let me see what's in the fridge. Snacks, you know, knickknacks, paddywhacks, and all of that. Don't know why I said knickknack, paddywhack. That makes no sense. But yes, wanted to make sure in this video, like I said, we met with Destiny. She said that this is a black owned hotel. Come through, book your room. Let them know that I sent you, live on the beach, you know what I'm saying, catch a vibe. This is where the chef was up in here whipping it and cooking it, Chef Keith, you feel me? But we about to go put this stuff away, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But this has been an incredible day.
Are you coming to the beach with us?
Yes, I'm about to, we about to go down to the beach.
We about to go to the beach and soak up some more of that good energy.
So this building, before it was Redline, it was an apartment complex owned by a black man that had a number of different properties out in Venice Beach. And he was getting older, wanted to get rid of it, and my partner had been coming to this building since he was a kid and always wondered, like, what was it that makes Venice Beach different from Redondo Beach, Malibu, Manhattan? Like, this is where the black folks live. And so while they were in the design process, our designer had Googled that question. What is it? What's the black history of Venice Beach? And she found this 26-minute video from PBS that talks about the first black family of Venice Beach in 1905. His name's Arthur Reese. He brings 50 of his family members out here from Louisiana, and they were incredibly successful. Worked hand in hand with a developer, and there was also a redlining that we learned about in the 30s in Venice Beach. And we realized that Venice Beach is an area that has been built by black folks, has become beautiful because of black folks, but people don't really know their stories. And so it was really our mission to be able to sink our teeth into how we share those stories. So hooked up with a historian who gave us access to private archives and connected us with all the family members that have histories here. And we designed each of the 4 suites to tell the history of Venice Beach through the eras. The suite that you guys are in, we actually call the canvas because this one is not tied to time. This is the artist's interpretation of that story, because artists have always been what makes Venice Venice. And so we pay tribute to artists by connecting with local artists and letting them come in, be inspired by the space, and share their story of how they're inspired.
What? That was, yeah, I'm like, let me just go ahead and float through here and show y'all. Look at how incredible all this black history.
2 front units are guest units. So our single studio is $350, and then upstairs there's the double studio. The only suite with an ocean view, that one's $450. But call us direct. I mean, I handle all guest reservations. Anyone who stays here, anyone who walks in the door, whether they're hotel guests or event guests, I run kind of all the day-to-day operations. So anyone who's looking to stay with us, tell them to call Destiny. I'll hook them up with friends and family discount. So
I'm coming through for the Venice. I live in Woodland Hills. I got a reason to come to Venice.
Getting the deck signed off. And
This is the canvas room right here. This is the escape room. We was on the roof earlier. Y'all probably see from my other vlog. Oh yeah, that was closed. But
we're just going to practice every day. Rooftop. Like one day we're gonna be here and it's gonna be sunset. We're gonna have good food, and like here it is. Like this is literally a vision come true.
Manifestation.
So the building, they bought the building in 2020 and started construction through the pandemic. It took longer and was more expensive than they thought it was going to be. So we were in construction for 2.5 years. I had come on about 1.5 years in. So when I came, there was no walls. Everything was gutted. Like it was totally down to the bones. I mean, like just the infrastructure of what this place was. Well, I mean, it's built by the beach. Like everything rusts, everything disintegrates, everything is like faulty. So after we had made the improvements, then it's like, okay, now you have to aesthetically match that. Like if we're gonna be a luxury property by the beach, you gotta elevate it. It can't just look like what other Airbnbs look like. It has to be more comfortable, more luxurious. We're really trying to give people that experience, and the part of that is our location, number one. Like if people want to be in Venice, this is the ideal place to be. Like you're right in the heart. You can throw your flip-flop to the beach. Yeah. You got a beautiful rooftop. And then on top of that, it's like you come in and if you really immerse yourself in the history, you can learn a lot. And we're like, I'm always happy to share it. I sometimes have guests that call and they're like, what is this picture about? I'm like, girls, come over. Let me tell you, let's sit on the rooftop. Let's get a bottle of wine because I love the history. I'm not like, that's not my background. I'm not a historian, but I was inspired like to see what people were doing out here 120 years ago and making a difference. And I just feel like now I feel this responsibility, but like in the best way to share those stories.
To the red line. I had a question. So red line in real estate is like the thing you're not supposed to do for.
So let me show you something.
Okay.
I want to show you this
okay.
over here.
All right.
This is kind of like our quintessential brand photo.
Oh wow. Okay.
So this was the redlining map in the 30s of Los Angeles. So everything that you see in red, these are all the areas that were redlined, which was basically a systematic way for them to de-incentivize investors to buy property. So black folks weren't getting home loans. They weren't able to, really the way that you create generational wealth is by owning property. And if you can't own property and no one's investing into your businesses, it was kind of their way of pushing folks out of this area. The redlining that happened in Venice was a little bit different. It wasn't as racially targeted because this turned into a practice where they're basically saying, invest in this area, don't invest in this area. Why? Because minorities live here and whites live here. You see Beverly Hills up here is green. Great place to start investing your money, right? What happened in Venice was developed to be a resort town. So you can imagine it as like Disneyland on the beach. It was a single development. It wasn't a part of LA until the 1930s. So Abbott Kinney, who's this white man, comes out here, buys this land, starts dredging canals because he wants to create Venice of America. His whole vision was, how do I make this beachside resort town? And so that's what he does. There's amusements, there was canals, they had the pier. It was always supposed to be this vacation hotspot. So the reason why he chose Venice is because it's on a high water table. So when you dredge, water comes up. So he has all of these canals out here. But what happens is after he dies, it starts to sink. So you got homes that are dilapidated. You got people who can't afford to live here anymore. He's like the main economic driver. He's the visionary of making this place successful. So as soon as he goes away, the place starts to decline, right? So what they did in the 30s was they annexed Venice to LA. So Venice becomes like the poor stepsister of LA. And LA, they put oil, Venice was really rich in oil. So they start putting oil fields and oil derricks all around Venice. And that was the way that they were able to sustain their economy was by drilling. But it's also like really bad for the environment, and it was heavily polluted, and it was not, people weren't coming to Venice for the same reasons that they were coming to Venice in the early 1900s. That's really when Venice got coined to be like the artist's safe haven, because it was cheap, it was affordable. Artists could come down here, they could make their art, they were mostly left alone, and they were on the boardwalk 3 o'clock in the morning, banging their bongos. You know, they're just being young nonconformists. And that's really what gives Venice that like eclectic, kind of funky, very inclusive, always been open-minded. So that was kind of like the first major downfall of Venice. But Venice has always had its ebbs and flows and always been a place for creatives. And we're just the new generation of creatives to come in here and doing it through telling the history that a lot of people don't know about. I didn't know about it.
I didn't know.
I definitely didn't know.
I went to really, no, this is hard. Like, I'm like, really like, yo.
So our designer, Sophia, she named this piece The Games They Play.
Oh, come on.
Yeah.
Sometimes you gotta pop out and show niggas. Come on, they're not like us. I'm sorry, I'm gonna keep it calm, y'all. I'm gonna keep it calm. Sometimes you gotta pop out and show niggas. Like, we redlining here at the Redline Hotel. That was like such a great story. Y'all should drop a coffee table book, the Redline book with little facts.
We thought about it.
Yeah, I'm like, cause I'm learning so much. This is.
Yeah, that was an incredible story.
Yes, I was like jaw dropping. I'm picking my mouth up. Let me pick my mouth up. Trying to keep my. Have I been here?
Almost a year.
Oh my God, what's your anniversary?
Yeah, August 3rd.
Happy anniversary! Your baby, your hotel's a Leo.
Yeah.
It's loyal.
Yeah.
You have a good hotel.
Yeah. Wow. Almost a year.
Are you doing anything to celebrate?
Yeah, that's what it is.
You know, we're really not. We haven't, I mean, that was our, like, we were getting all of our systems connected, getting connected to booking.com, getting connected to Expedia, but our own internal engine was not on. Like, we didn't have cleaners, we didn't know how to service the place efficiently yet. And one day I was in Huntington at the beach, jumping in the waves, being the mermaid that I am, and Kamal calls me, he's like, "We have guests!" I'm like, "What do you mean we have guests?" He's like, "They're here, they're coming, and they don't speak English." So we have these, our first guests were from Poland, and they had booked with us on Expedia. Apparently our calendar was open, and they booked, and they just showed up, and they're like, "We're here," and the place wasn't clean.
Oh no.
But we told them, like, give us a couple hours and we'll figure it out. So, like, that day we figured out who our laundry people were going to be, who our first cleaners that we were going to,
Come on.
like, the first cleaners that we were going to train. And that's what it was for a couple weeks. And then we shut everything down. And we're like, okay, like, let's actually figure this out.
God threw you in the water like the little mermaid
Yeah.
you were. So
Yeah.
you better get ready right
In
now.
the boiling water. Yeah. Swim.
Oh my God. They're gonna tell my story on the Redline Hotel wall. They out here telling everybody's stories. You get a story, you get a story, you get a story, you get a story. We making Black history, okay? So yeah. The games we play, don't play with me. Play with your moms. Play with somebody else. So the art. So I got, okay, let me show all the art. The architecture. There we go. I love this. This is nice right here. And then the cozy robes, okay? I like this.
Hearing other people that are on that journey and that make shit happen just motivates me. But sometimes you're just like,
Shower.
But for a long time, I thought, like, at 25, I'm like, what do I want to do when I grow up?
Oh, this is a nice piece right
Feeling
there.
grown up, but like not knowing.
MTV
like,
crib, welcome to my crib, welcome to my crib.
What is there gonna do that's in
I'm ready! I'm ready!
She got me.
Yeah,
Cheers.
That tastes like,
It got real.
It tastes like TSA. It tastes like Delta Airlines.
This dude tastes like Delta Airlines. Oh my God! This Spirit.
It tastes like
It's a flop
delayed.
Spirit. This is Spirit Airlines. This Spirit Airlines. They got the spirits of the spirit.
Type shit.
You know what? You miss 100% of the shots you don't take, so take your shot.
Type shit.
You better say that shit again.
a lot different.
Hey.